Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to Fate Zero, episode 16. Let me get out my notes, my little guides for the characters. Yeah, I'm excited to jump into this. I will tell you honestly, I was just sitting back and relaxing and like doing like watching videos and stuff that I want to watch in my spare time, and I started to have technical difficulties, and I just thought, you know what, this is a sign I shouldn't be doing what I want to do. I should instead be recording videos, which I do want to record these, not to say that I don't, but I was planning to record this video tomorrow, but it feels like the universe has told me, like, no, you record it right now. So here I am recording it right now. It's probably better to record it now. I probably will. It will probably be better so that I'm not stressing tomorrow. So I'll thank myself for this tomorrow. But yeah, we're jumping into episode 16. Last episode we had Excalibur. Saber actually used her special move, her Noble Phantasm, I think is what that was. And it was incredible. It was a lot of fun. And now, I don't know what now is going to be. I don't know what we're doing now. So let's jump into it. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you like my vibe, you can check out my Patreon account because it will have not only the full-length reactions, but early access, which means you can get next week's episode of Fate Zero on there right now. So go check that out. Let's jump into this. This is Fate Zero, episode 16. Oh.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Kenneth?
Now then, down to business.
Mm-hmm.
I speak, of course, of the reward offered for Castor's defeat.
Mm-hmm. So, is he trying to claim the reward for Castor's defeat? Does he deserve it?
We'll finally be truly connected forever.
Oh! Oh my god, her arm! Was that Kenneth that did that? What? Jesus! Oh no! It was Maya?
I need it. Alright. I cannot control
Holy
it.
shit!
I won't be able to make him care for me. My right hand!
Jesus. I wasn't expecting that.
Right hand.
Especially not at the start of a fucking episode.
I removed the command seals in her right arm.
Fine.
God damn.
Get out of there immediately.
Roger.
What? You're shooting the hand? Jesus, man. I like how was that like her stopping the blood splatter by holding her hand up?
Yamato.
You did.
Without doubt, he could threaten my master. What is this I'm feeling?
You're feeling something, that's good.
Regret. Could it be that I'm excited about this? Of course, it's true.
What a weird character.
Servant Castor reports from various observers.
Then it's clear. As Master of Lancer, I have the right to
However,
receive the command seals.
It was clearly
It's not
Saber.
that simple. I am unsure whether it is at all appropriate to consider you a master at this point.
That's true.
Father.
And is she not also acting as de facto caretaker for the command seals?
Yes, that's true. I was filed in my name and did not include Solau.
Very well, I agree.
Okay.
You're right. Now, Lord Archibald, extend your hand, please.
Okay, he is getting the reward.
Take this and drink from it. This is my blood, the blood of the
Damn, they do it with
covenant, which will
communion?
be poured-
Damn.
Yes, of course, Father.
Oh my god. This episode's fucking doing crazy shit.
Acquire an additional seal. Not if I intend to possess the Holy Grail.
Jesus, dude.
You useless bumbling fool! You couldn't even protect a single woman from being attacked?
He was out on a mission. What were you doing, motherfucker?
I am grievously sorry, Master.
I know what you were doing. We saw you, but...
Fret not. Mistress Salau yet lives. She continues to supply me with mana.
It's true.
Irrelevant.
If you're
You
still
are not her
around.
servant.
It was you who encouraged Solau to become ambitious.
My
I
god.
would never do that, Master.
It's just...
Kenneth is so big-headed.
Your lord's fiancée without attempting to seduce her.
Jesus.
My master, please retract those words
Oh.
right now.
and then gave into prurient lust when the moment suited him.
My master.
I mean, he's been loyal to you the whole time,
Why
dude.
will you not understand?
Don't you ever speak to me in that manner, servant! Understand
He's
your
speaking
place.
so
You're
respectfully.
nothing but a spectral ghost. You dare to sit there and lecture your master? It is absurd and unacceptable!
Man.
If you are... You'll never win. You servants are mere puppets, and the seal the string
Why are
that
you
controls
provoking him?
Lord Kenneth.
I know why. It's because you're a douche.
That isn't it. Something is approaching this building.
Oh, shit. Is it Kiritsugu or...
Look, Saber.
No, is it
It's just as
Saber?
Kiritsugu said, it hasn't been properly maintained. It's already starting to
Oh,
part.
hello.
I did not expect to see you here, Saber.
Thought we'd come visit.
Well,
You would not happen to know where my master's betrothed is, would you? My master is
I don't know if these two know. No. These, I genuinely don't think these two know.
what of it, Lancer?
Never mind. Forget
But it is related to us.
Anyway, are you sure about
We needn't worry about being interrupted.
Okay. Oh! Oh! You want to do the
It's
duel?
nearly upon, but this may be the best night for us to finally finish. our battle.
Yes!
What say you, Lancer?
the only thing in this world that still grants my heart peace is your honor
Aw.
and the purity of your fighting
I love that
spirit.
these two just love each other. They just respect the fuck out of each other. That's so cool. Oh my god, we're actually doing it? Oh shit. Oh. This is awesome.
Her attacks are too weak.
I mean, she is probably pretty exhausted from using a
Saber,
thing.
why?
Or is
will
she?
not use your
She's
left
not using the hand that was supposed to be
Don't get the wrong
handicapped.
idea. The shame is certain to dull my blade.
Hmm.
Against your powerful spear, a dulling such as that would be fatal.
Oh, so she's saying I actually would do worse if I was
Therefore,
using my hand.
This is my best strategy.
I
The
like
path
that.
will allow me.
Saber, I am glad I was able to meet you.
I love this.
For this night, Arturia Pendragon accepts your challenge.
They're both having the time of their life.
Come then!
This is so great.
Why does he not? Should he not escape with his master instead of risking defeat?
I hope
now, our
Kenneth
highest
doesn't make him
priority should be
leave.
To locate and rescue Solo. And even that simple concept, he's a useless
Oh.
servant.
What is that? Is this Kiritsugu maybe? Oh! Yes! Oh, this is awesome.
Why?
This is my favorite episode in
of all
ages.
people, this is a Self-Gear scroll
A what?
that has been used throughout the ages to forge an absolutely unbreakable pact
Okay.
between one mage and another.
Alright.
Binding spell.
The crest of the Emiya family orders the following actions.
Uh-huh.
Pledge that Kiritsugu, son of Norikata, fifth heir to the house of Emiya,
This is awesome.
will be Malloy Archibald, and Solau Noata Re Sophia Ri.
Okay.
From intending to, by his hand,
Terms.
Terms
In
what?
principle, as long as the magic crest exists, it will bind your soul, even in death.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fight for which I prepared my entire life will end here.
What were the terms?
The Grail.
Is it
and
just
the
for him to
Archibald
give up?
family pride. He
Oh.
asks me.
You gotta do it. Oh, Kiritsugu's so badass. Is he gonna command him to attack Kiritsugu? Oh! What happened? Oh my god! Is that... He stabbed himself?
use your remaining command seals to compel your servant to commit suicide.
Whoa! Oh my
Terms of the
god!
agreement have been met.
Whoa!
You have crushed my sole remaining wish.
Holy
And you
shit.
just stand there. Do you not feel any shame at all?
Oh,
will
Lance
never
is not
forgive
gonna
you.
like this.
I will never forgive
Not
any
Lancer,
of you.
Saber. Saber's not gonna
You
like this.
inhuman. And when you fall into the searing pits of hell,
Holy shit.
you will remember the hateful rage of Tiamu!
Holy shit, man. What a fucking move.
So now the gear binds you.
Yes.
Now he can't hurt you. Oh, but Maya can? Yeah. That's fucked. That's so fucked up. Oh, Kiritsugu's like really fucked up.
Kill me now.
Sorry, I can't.
Our pact forbids
That's so fucked. Yeah. She's gotta do it. Oh, I feel like Saber's gonna be pissed.
Kiritsugu Emiya.
Uh-huh.
I finally recognize you as the lowly beast that you are.
Yeah.
I was a fool to think this.
Mm.
Has anything to do with salvation.
Hmm.
Answer me, Kiritsugu. What is the true reason you desire the Grail?
Yeah, please tell me.
I
Answer her, Kiritsugu.
Mm-hmm.
After
This incident is the very first time. You've seen how I kill, Airi. If you only eliminate a master, so I had to eliminate the master and the servant simultaneously.
No, Kiritsugu. Not to me. Talk to Saber.
Yeah.
She's the one.
Irisfield cares a lot about Saber.
Another's evil, acting as if there were some sacred nobility to the battlefield.
Hmm.
All for the sake of this glory and honor they all extol.
I actually
There are no
kind of agree with
emotions.
that, but
Even the taking of a life in battle.
What a joke. A battlefield is hell itself.
yeah.
Just a soulless crime we call victory. Paid for by the pain of the defeated.
It's really
Humanity
interesting.
has never recognized this truth and kept them from seeing the evil of bloodshed they bring.
Yeah.
True human nature
Kind of agree with that.
has not advanced a step beyond the Stone Age. Of course not. Personal feelings don't enter into it. I will win the Holy Grail.
Yeah, I think he's
and
just
save
being
the world.
logical.
I care nothing for such things.
Hmm.
Kiritsugu, in youth, your truest self wished to be a hero, did it not?
Aw.
A hero to save the world. You believed in that. You desired it more than life. Am I wrong?
Oh, that look.
I'll ensure that the blood I spill in Fuyuki is the last that humanity will ever shed. If that means I must stain my hands
That's
with
interesting.
every evil in the world, if that will save the world, then I do it gladly.
That's really, really interesting. What a great scene.
Has left, hasn't he?
Irisfield?
Oh, are you okay? Jesus. Can you not see anymore?
Irisfield!
Can you not stand? Oh my god. That was genuinely one of my favorite episodes of the show so far, if not my favorite. I loved that episode. From start to finish, that was an insanely good episode. I was like really, really engaged in every scene, in every battle, in every conversation. I was locked in, and it had like unexpected shit happening. It had something we've been waiting for. It had something else happening at the same time. It had a conflict of emotions. It had like good like moral debates, like interesting moral debates in it. I think that episode was great. Really, really great. So I'm just gonna go through my notes as, you know, as best I can. I would just try to go through them in order, I guess, and we'll see how it goes. So firstly, I mean, just the starting with like cutting off Solau's arm. That was just a wild start, you know, like wasn't seeing that coming at all. And I really like how it's like Kiritsugu and Maya. Is it Maya, or do I have her written on my notes anywhere? I don't. By the way, I gotta start crossing motherfuckers out, right? So I mean, Kenneth used another seal in this episode, but it doesn't matter because he's dead. Solau's dead, and Lancer is dead. That's 3 people crossed out in this episode, and the priest. But oh wait, do I have the priest here? I do. This is that was Rise Kotomine. He's dead. There you go. So, man, we got rid of so many characters this episode. What was I saying? Yeah, so the like Solao thing, I love that Kiritsugu and Maya both like just do shit, you know, like they're constantly making moves in the background, and it's just like suddenly they'll take out a big important player in the match. I just think it's really interesting because I don't see it coming, and then it just happens. I mean, the kind of the only thing that we got not related to the main story that we're following in this episode was Kirei putting like Karya down and saying like, I saved his life. Holy shit, I saved his life. I'm being a traitor right now, but at the same time, it feels so good. I feel so excited by that. So I find that interesting. I kind of like that, you know, we're seeing Kirei show a bit of life, showing a bit of emotion. So yeah, that was cool. But Kaneth got the command seal. He was able to say, so I guess, was Lancer technically the one to finish? I can't remember who, like, I mean, I guess Lancer must have been the one to finish, what's his name last episode? Let me just go back to the last episode and see what had happened. I don't know. Like, all I see is the Excalibur move. So, was it really just like no one else came to claim the prize, and since Lancer was on the winning team, you know, like it was several of them working together, Lancer was instrumental in helping to do it. No one else came and said like, I'd like the command seal, so he's like, I'm here to claim the prize. Lancer just killed Gio there. By the way, did I cross Gio out as well? Gio? I didn't. I better cross him out as well. Not that the crossing out is very effective right now with this pen. Maybe I should do it. I want it to be a bit more dramatic. I want it to like really look like really important. Yeah, anyway. Here we go. I got some Sharpies, so I'm gonna use a red Sharpie. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so he got the command seal, and he claimed it for himself, and then shot the the priest. Like that was fucked. Like he didn't have to do that. He could have just left him alive, right? Was there any real reason to shoot the priest there? Or is he just being a dick? But yeah, okay. I've now crossed out... Oh, one more. I gotta cross out the priest. There we go. Okay. I've now crossed out all of those characters in red now. So, I mean, you can see I've just got, like, big X's over them. But yeah, so like it's just a dick move. He just shot the priest. I don't know. There probably was like a legitimate strategy reason for shooting him. I think the reason was he didn't want I think he said it. I think he said, I don't want other people to be facilitated with more command seals, right? Like I need command seals, and the more command seals that I have and other people don't have is an advantage that I have. So I need to kill him because he's the one who can distribute these command seals to other people. So if he kills him, he makes sure that he doesn't distribute anymore. So he took the command seal that he was promised, and then he killed him. So I guess that makes sense. Still fucked up, but it makes sense. But yeah, so he's dead. And then we got the duel. So the duel between Lancer and Saber, which was really cool. My only regret, and this isn't like a regret like I wish the show did this differently. I think it's cool that the show did this. But like there was a cool fight scene going on, and also really important lore auditorily, right? Like I was listening to important lore. and they were happening at the same time. So I couldn't even like watch a good portion of the fight because I was watching it, but at the same time I was focusing all my attention on listening to the information because I was really engaged in what they were saying, which is when they were discussing the contract. So and I mean, thank God I'm watching this in dub. Like, if I was watching it in sub, that would have been even worse, because I would have had to have been looking at the subtitles, reading it, and processing it in my head, instead of, like, taking... At least I was able to take in a bit of the fight animation, I just couldn't react to it at the time. If I was watching in sub, oh boy, like, thank goodness I didn't listen to the people really trying to convince me to switch to sub for this show. Thank goodness, because that would have been, like, that scene would have been even worse, trying to take it in sub. But yeah, so like that was it was really cool though, like being able to see them having this fight, but also having something really dramatic happen at the same time, you know, it's really cool having those two climaxes happening at the same time, but also it's very important because the whole idea is Kiritsugu did all of that shit to like stop the duel. He actually did it right then and there, I think specifically, like putting pressure on it right there, because every second that duel goes on, it risks Saber dying, and that's a weapon that he can use. So, you know, stopping the duel early, man. But that's like, that was crazy having him kill himself, like with the contract. What a cool twist, and what a great way to like have Lancer die in such a like, it's so frustrating as a viewer, because we, at the very least, I see Saber and Lancer's relationship, and I'm like, this is awesome and cute and like amazing. It's really cool because it's really playing up those ideas of like an honorable fight, right? They played that up so much, like the idea of true honor. And then at the end of the episode, Kiritsugu is like trying to tear down that idea. He doesn't believe that there's such a thing in like an honorable fight. He thinks the very nature of the fight, this is my interpretation of what he was saying, he thinks the very nature of fighting to be dishonorable. Like what he's, and this is something that I think is really interesting, right? I want to defend Saber to the death. I love Saber. I think she's really interesting and a fun character, and I love the honor that she carries herself with. At the same time, I feel like maybe my ideals slightly align in that conversation with Kiritsugu. So just slightly, not all the way, but slightly, where he's saying like the idea of talking about the way that you kill people being like more honorable than the other is strange, and it like maybe that's kind of destructive. I don't know. Like the idea of like, you know, there's this horrible war that's going on, and yet this person killed the most people, but they're a really good person. You know, like that's kind of what we come out of it with. But they're a really good person because they did it the right way. But it's like, what Kiritsugu I think is saying is like, there isn't a right way. You're killing people. Like all of this is war. So all we're doing is like glorifying certain parts of war. Now obviously you could look at all of it and go like, well, Saber is the best of them. You know, out of the people that are fighting on the battlefield, Saber is good and does it honorably. But he wants to like eliminate all of that. He wants to make there like no fighting at all. And the idea of like people in any way being proud of those victories is kind of disgusting to him, it seems like. Which I think is really interesting. And I see where he'd be coming from there. And I don't know fully where I stand on it. Which I think makes it interesting. Because I don't, like he didn't say that and I'm like, oh yeah, he's 100% right and Saber's 100% wrong. But I also, well, I don't know, like I get it. And I think he has he has a point. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know where I stand on that. And I find it really interesting because like I've played with this idea in D&D. I know this is like, this is on a lower level than like a series like this written very professionally, and what I'm going to be comparing it to is me improvising a story with my friends. But every Sunday, or at least most Sundays that we can do it, me and my friends play D&D, and we stream it on the YouTube channel Dice Revolution. And in that campaign, this is campaign 2, I play a character that's actually 2 souls in the same body. And I switch between 2 different characters as we play. So like every once in a while, I switch from one character to the other. So in one of the episodes, I think the episode is called like Cowards and Bullies or something. But let me just double check what we ended up titling that episode. Let me just see. Yeah, the episode is episode 15. It's titled Cowards and Bullies. And in that, I think it was in that episode, like one of my characters is like a warrior woman. I guess she's kind of similar to Saber in a way, but I created this character before I ever took in any Fate stuff. But she's a warrior woman who was on the battlefield many years ago, died on the battlefield, and then now years have passed and her soul is in another person's body. But she was like a leader. She was honorable. And she, you know, fought in a war. She didn't really fully know what she was fighting for, but followed orders, but tried to do everything, you know, the right way. And she's like under no illusions that war is a good thing necessarily, but also like knows she's fighting for the people around her, the people that she knows, and that's kind of that. And I had a conversation, like my character had a conversation with my friend Stuart's character. He's playing a guy named Wormtongue, who's like a a spy type dude, who seems very like anti-war, right? And he was arguing that basically it was a very much a similar conversation to Saber and Kiritsugu's in this, where it's like he was being like, hey, like war fucking sucks and everyone there sucks and you suck for carrying it out. And I was saying like, I understand why you're saying that, but I was defending the people around me and stuff like that. And we were having a conversation about that. I can't remember exactly how it went because that was a year ago that we did that episode. But like that conversation has kind of stuck with me, and I think about it every once in a while. And I find it really interesting that it happened in this episode, like a very similar type of conversation. Like so much so that I might actually tell my friend about, like I would tell my friend Stuart that I watched an episode that was like this, because he might check it out. But yeah, anyway, so I found it really interesting, and it's something that I don't know fully where I stand on it, but I like that the show's diving into that. By the way, one of my favorite parts of the episode was in the duel between Lancer and Saber. She wasn't using that hand, and then Lancer was like, wait, what are you doing? And he was like about to get frustrated that like she's holding back and it's kind of insulting in a duel to hold back, and she immediately shot that down because she was like, just so you know, if I used this hand, the shame would like dull my hand. It would dull my senses. I would be worse at fighting because I would feel so ashamed. So this is the best strategy for me. And like immediately that happens and he gives that smile and he's like, I love you. Like he's like, this is the best, because like I was about to be pissed off that you weren't giving it your all, and you immediately were like, no, I am actually giving it my all, and I'm also making it a fair fight. Like it's back to, you know, how we were in our previous duel. I just think that's so great. That is so awesome. So that was like, I think that was my favorite moment of the episode. But yeah, this is it's really interesting. But now we've got Kiritsugu saying like, I'll save the world no matter what the fuck I have to do, which I think is is interesting, and I've seen it before where it's like the idea of like these characters who they know this stuff is evil, they will use the evil to stop the evil, you know? Again, comparing it to D&D in our first campaign on Dice Dice Revolution, the villains were known as the Order, and they were a group of villains that used magic, but their goal was to destroy all magic. So like they hated magic, they hated the idea of magic, and they wanted to get rid of all of it. But to do so, they had to use a lot of magic to do it. And Kiritsugu is very similar to that, right? Like, I hate the ugly things that war and battle make us do. So I'm going to do all of the ugly things, as many of the ugly things as I need to do to finally finish it all off. And I'll be the last person to have to do it ever. So I think it's very interesting. So at least we know more about Kiritsugu now. This is great. This episode was so good. It was so good. It was so good. I'm in a great mood now. That was episode 16 of Fate Zero. Thanks for joining me. Make sure to support the video. Excuse me. My body is reacting a lot. Make sure to support the video, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account for full length and early access. You can get next week's episode on my Patreon account right now. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.